would like to clarify, SG. You said doon sa accession, di ba? Na pag nag-rejoin ulit tayo, should be ratified by the President and concurred by the Senate.
Correct, Your Honor.
So why is it when we withdraw? Hindi kailangan yun.
Because as I explained earlier, Your Honor, when the Senate gave its concurrence, it did not impose any condition that its concurrence would also be required if the Republic would withdraw. It could have done so.
But they can question.
Validly.
They can question.
Question.
They can question the withdrawal
In
of the
fact, they
President.
did by filing this petition before the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court dismissed the petition. That was questioned actually, Your Honor. Pangilinan versus Cayetano.
So, therefore, recently, the President mentioned and said that because of the resolution, that he will study the proposal. Sinabi niya yun eh, di ba?
Hindi po accurate, Mr. Chair.
Ano yung sinabi niya?
Ang sinabi po niya na under study ayon po ang possibility of rejoining the ICC. Pero yung on the matter of non-cooperation with the current investigation, ay inulit po niya ang kanyang statement na we cannot cooperate for reasons already explained.
So therefore, kung sinabi niya under study, what would you recommend to the President?
Pag-aaralan ko rin po, Your Honor. Marami pong factors na kailangan natin i-consider sa pagre-rejoin, kaya kung ang Presidente po mismo ay sinabi na kailangan ng masusing pag-aaral tungkol dyan, ay lalo na po ako na kailangan mag-aral para dyan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kanina pa po ako nakikinig sa mga legal positions ng bawat panig. But I think I would agree with the Honorable Guevara that the bone of contention of this issue is contained in Article 127, Paragraph 2. May I know, ano po yung definition nyo ng the term commence? Kasi if I read yung statement na pinagtatalunan natin ngayong araw na ito is, the withdrawal shall not affect any cooperation with the court in connection with criminal investigations and proceedings in relation to which the withdrawing state had a duty to cooperate. That's the first condition. Pero hindi po, may second and ang sinabi, which were commenced prior to the date on which the withdrawal became effective. Yun po yung crux of the issue eh. Di po ba? But may I ask, Your Honor, the Solicitor General, what is, I think this statute has also its rules of procedure in the same manner that we have our rules of criminal and civil procedure. Tama po?
Tama po yan.
Yes.
Your Honor.
Now, the statement speaks of the term commence. So, going to Webster Dictionary, it means to begin or to start. Tama po?
Tama po.
Would you agree, Your Honor?
Tama po.
Oh. But doon po sa previous statement, it is in connection with criminal investigations.
Tama po.
Now, when would a criminal investigation commence?
Well, depende po yan kung ang pinag-uusapan po natin ay yung sa ating sistema o doon sa sistema ng ICC.
I'm speaking of, I'm citing the statement stated in Article 127 of the Rome Statute. It speaks of criminal investigations.
Apo.
And the term commence was used.
Apo.
Now, may I know, when does a criminal investigation internationally or locally start? That's my point, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Your Honor. If we are going to base it on Article 13, it is when one of the instances would be when the ICC prosecutor motu proprio requests for investigation. Request to commence. Maybe we should take a look at
No,
Article 13.
Article 13 speaks of exercise of jurisdiction. Yes, I agree, Your Honor. Kaya nga po, tinatanong ko kasi nandito po yung issue natin Kanina ko pa pinakikinggan yung mga legal treatises ninyo pero this issue should be resolved. What is the legal definition insofar as international law is concerned sa term na to commence? And insofar as international law is concerned, what do we mean by criminal investigations? And when does a criminal investigation start with international law? Yun po yung issue ngayon
Yes, Your Honor. In the case of the Rome Statute, which created the ICC, the commencement of the investigation would be at the point where the pretrial chamber authorized the ICC prosecutor to commence his investigation. That is exactly what the two judges of the appeals chamber said. In fact, the prosecutor filed a request for the commencement of his investigation. He made that request to the pretrial chamber in March of 2021. So the pretrial chamber authorized the commencement of the investigation in September of 2021.
I heard that from you, Your Honor.
So that is my
But
answer.
I also listened to my good friend, the Honorable Colmenares. And I'm speaking as an investigator, Your Honor. A criminal investigation starts the moment a complainant files a complaint against somebody. Kaya, tama yung sabi po ninyo, Kong Colmenares. Kanya-kanyang interpretasyon ito. Because look at the rules of procedure. Dito po sa rules of procedure ng Rome Statute, wala akong makita na that will state kung kailan nagsisimula yung criminal investigation stated in Article 127. Yun po yung ako. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may just clarify doon, Mr. Chair, just to clarify kung short lang,
Okay.
Mr. Chair. Kasi I agree with the Solgen, exercise of jurisdiction is under Article 13 in relation to Article 15, and that's what the Solgen said
In
kanina.
relation to Article 12.
12. But then Article 13 refers to 15. You mentioned that kanina. What does Article 15 say? So the trigger ng exercise of jurisdiction. The prosecutor may initiate investigations proprio motu on the basis of information on crimes within the jurisdiction of the court. It does not say that the prosecutor will ask, but it says initiate. So that is different from preliminary investigation. And that is founded, Mr. Chair, for the lawyers na lang, under the same Article 15 referred to by the Solicitor General, subsection 6, which says, if after preliminary examination referred to in paragraph 1, which is investigation, the prosecutor concludes that information provided does not constitute a reasonable basis for investigation, he shall inform. And on the other hand, he may even also ask. So basically, ang sinasabi ko lang, Mr. Chair, while, of course, the victims will argue na nung final namin yan, it's a matter under consideration by the ICC. But even granting the argument of the government na it's Article 12 and 13 in relation to 15, then the start of the preliminary examination, which is in 2018, is the start or the commencement of the proceedings.
I would like to manifest first na dismayado po tayo dun sa hindi pagiging handa ng ating ilang mga agencies when it comes to data which are very crucial sa ating discussion. Halimbawa po, Mr. Chair, na ang main din na inaasahan ng DOJ for its data ang Philippine National Police. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin na ang mayor din na dapat imbestigahan doon ang PNP mismo, Mr. Chair. And nangyari na rin naman at nagkaroon ng maraming mga testimonials and documentation about cover-ups, tapos pagtatanim nga rin ng iba't ibang mga ebidensya. Kaya Mr. Chair, tingin natin hindi natin mapipilit ang ating mga kababayan kung hindi sila agad-agad na makakapagtiwala hanggang ngayon dun sa nabanggit na mga ahensya at maghahanap sila ng ibang mga recourse para makamit talaga yung hustisya. And Mr. Chair, naunawaan ko rin kung bakit tinuturing na controversial ang issue na ito kasi maliban sa dating Pangulo, napangalanan din sa mga dokumento ng ICC ang nakaupong Vice Presidente at 2 senador. Gayunpaman, Mr. Chair, kapag gumulong na ang lahat ng kinakailangang proseso sa bandang huli, walang sino mang tao ang dapat na makawala ng hindi nananagot kapag may nagawa silang kasalanan sa bayan. Kahit dating mataas na opisyal pa yan o kasalukuyang nakaupo sa pwesto, kahit dating presidente o dating PNP chief pa yan. Hindi rin dapat ginagamit ang anumang posisyon sa gobyerno para protektahan ang sarili o ang kamag-anak na dapat humarap sa investigasyon. Kaugnay po niyan, hindi dapat gamitin ng sino mang opisyal ang kanyang posisyon sa gobyerno para din atakihin ang mga kabataan at kababayang nagsusulong ng hustisya at pumapanig sa mga biktima ng war. Kaya kung meron pong investigasyon na dapat matuloy at mabilis na umusad, ito ang investigasyon sa lahat ng mga nagpasimuno ng madugong giyera. Hindi forever ang impunity at kasaysayan po ang nagpapatunay na maniningil talaga ang mga naapi. Kaya dapat din maghanda ang mga sangkot dahil ang mga ebidensya laban sa kanila ay sobrang bigat na. Hindi gawa-gawa, hindi pinwersa, kundi sapat na batayan para seryosohin ang pagtiyak ng pagpapanagot sa mga may sala. Yun na lang po to our chairpersons. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative Manuel. Representative Franz Castro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So hindi na rin ako magtatanong usapang legal yung mga usapan dyan. Pero regardless, although mahalaga po yung katulad na sinasabi ninyo na jurisdiction, yung kung ano-ano man dyan. Pero ang primary po dito, Mr. Chair, 7,732 ang namatay. Saan ngayon pupwesto ang mga ahensya ng ating gobyerno. Dismayado ako no? Doon sa sinasabi ng ating mga resource person dito aside from kay Attorney Nery and the rest. Yung mga agency, dismayado ako except for CHR for cooperation. Alam niyo po ang primary dito, Mr. Chair, pinag-uusapan dito ay buhay. So wala pong mga impediment dapat na napipigil doon sa paghahanap ng hustisya para dito sa 7,732. Actually, marami pa to kung tutuusin natin. Ito nga lang yung reported. Wala sa kasaysayan natin ng administrasyon na may dito karami. So titignan na lang natin at alam natin nangyari itong mga dahil sa kagagawan o sa policy ng government nung nakaraan. Ito yung at ang ginamit na pamamaraan dito ay at ito yung mga nangyari. Kung makikita ninyo, kung nagbabasa kayo ng mga istorya ng mga biktima, maiiyak po kayo pare-parehas ang pattern, nanlaban, nagplanta ng mga ebidensya. So ito ba ay hindi concern ng gobyerno sa ngayon, Mr. Chairs? Dahil, talagang kung concern talaga ang gobyerno at seryoso talaga sila. Lalong-lalo na ang DOJ, ang PNP, di bali ng PNP sangkot sila no? Sa genuine prosecution na sinasabi po doon sa Rome Statute, ay dapat ay hindi lang 50, hindi lang 57. Kung naging meron mang uninterested o na mga biktima po o mga pamilya ng biktima, so dapat tinulungan po natin sila, no? May mga motu proprio tayo na pwedeng gamitin. So in the span of 6-7 years, ganito lang yung nagawa ng ating prosecution. No wonder bakit tayo ang sama ng image natin sa international, ang pumapasok ang ICC dito. Dahil 7,000 is 7,000. Isa nga lang yung mamatay concern na talaga, Mr. Chair. Kaya tayo, so kami, resolve kami talaga na payagan natin yung ating yung ICC